So, yeah, this is the park. It's usually kind of empty, but I guess today's a nice night, so there are people out here. And, oh yeah, that's my car. That's the other end of the park. This is like the, see, that's the south end. There. Panning it. North, 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 north. Now I'm facing north. Some sort of city. A lot of this land belongs to the city or to the state. Homes around here. Block of home is like mostly new construction, either like the big condos from the 90s, and these houses are also probably from the 90s, and the houses are, like these apartment houses are like from the 70s to the 90s era, so it's all like relatively new construction in the area. It's when it was given to the city. Walking to the park. Walking to the park. Walking through the park. There are some 30,000 people buried in this field that were, some of whom were dug up when they tried to build a shopping center nearby. And just thinking there's probably a better way to memorialize these people than, you know, there's a couple trees and for the most part it's pretty barren. And what you see is a bunch of concrete discs and small pathways and a little yappy dog. And these are little plaques marking the way, stones. It's hard to imagine. Everything around here used to be farmland. So this used to be like the country. And then, as we continue walking through this place, there are going to be plaques for each. Each of these plaques is going to have a big concrete disc, and there is one lonely bench in this whole field, one lonely empty bench. Noisy little dog. This wonderful old tree. Very few trees in this field. The trees that are here are at least the old ones. Other empty field. I have no idea what's in here past the fact. It's empty space. And there should be more. The disc for the unknown poor that were buried here when it was a county cemetery. 1970s era apartments and 1990s era. There's Wright College in the distant city field. facilities to the north and like an industrial park along, and all of these buildings were built like between the 1970s and the 1990s. These are dandelions that I was originally trying to document, but the type of dandelion I wanted to cat was the fasciated sort, and since this has been mowed since I was here when I first discovered all the fasciated dandelions, it's been mowed, and the best way to tell is by the stems and the flower heads, and those are now gone because they've mowed the fields. Concrete Circle, Cook County Poorhouse. And I'm just documenting this now. This is one of my favorite places to come, you know, when I need to be alone, so trying to find a way to make it nicer. I don't know if that would be good for me or if it would be bad for me, because if it were like a nicer field, there would be more people here possibly, but it would be better to memorialize all the people who are buried here. So, just not sure. I have mixed feelings about it. A trash can would be nice too. I think before I leave, I'm going to pick up some of this trash. Here's one of the original headstones. This is the only one. There was another in here in this slot, and that's since been damaged and taken away. See, there's a lot of wildflowers growing here. I'm not sure what the names of all of these, but there's some Queen Anne's lace, clovers. Mound of something. I wonder if this was originally here. I'm gonna see when I get back to the house what sort of records I can dig up on this place. I'll try to speed things up a bit because I'm running out of video time too. Teenagers. Another nice big old tree. These are like some 100-year-old trees in the field. Squirrel, and there's Office Park. Sick and infirmed at Dunning. Hope I'm able to upload all of this at once, because it is getting long now. County Insane Asylum is what this plot was in later years. All buildings. The Insane Asylum. I have a map somewhere. I should overlay the two. Civil War veterans. The last stretch around. This is kind of an oddly shaped plot. I really like it though. Victims of 1871 Chicago fire. And I'm going to end up back at the beginning. Stunning Memorial Park dedicated in the memory of those at rest here. Zoom in on that street sign.